Started here, we have head coach Beth O'Boyle. Next to her, Taya Robinson, and next to her, Madison Haddix Covington. We'll start with an opening statement from Coach, then we'll open it up to questions for the student athletes. Once we're done with the student athletes, we'll dismiss them and we'll start taking questions for Coach. So, Coach, if you want to make an opening statement.
First of all, I just want to congratulate Dayton on an incredible game. We knew it was going to be a battle. It's always a battle with the two of us. I thought, they played intense and really, deserve a lot of credit for earning a hard-fought win. Also, the city of Wilmington and the Atlantic 10, it was a great atmosphere. I think when you talk about what is the best piece of the A10, it's our basketball, and this tournament has had some exciting games, today being one of them. But just throughout, it's been an incredible experience for our student athletes. And, obviously this is probably the hardest press conference as a coach, right? You have the dreams of winning a championship. We experienced it last year. We know what it feels like. And then when it doesn't come up and it doesn't go your way, it's a heartbreaker. And a big piece of the disappointment and the sadness comes from these two great seniors that I've had the opportunity to coach for the last 5 years. It's all of the moments that outside of the court that you miss the most. I'm so proud of what Taya and Madison have done for the culture of VCU basketball. And after the jump shots and the threes and the rebounds are all gone, their impact on our program and their legacy will continue.
All right. If we have questions for Taya or Madison, just ask for the microphone. Please give your name and affiliation before asking your first question. We'll start right here in the first row.
Natalie Heverin with The Next. Can you two reflect on your careers and, of course, your experience here today?
Let's start with Taya and then go to Madison.
It's been a fun career here at VCU. Decided to come back another year. It's been really fun. I love it here. It's been a great career, great run last year. And, we fought today. And we left it all out there.
Like Ted said, it's been fun. 5 years. Sorry. 5 years is a long time, and like Coach said, it's not just the basketball stuff, we created a bond here, and I think that's what hurts the most. Coming, how much we accomplished, not just last year, but just in the 5 years in general. And so, it was, like Ted said, it was just a fun career.
Stay here in the front. Go ahead.
I can see you're both emotional. What advice do you have for your younger teammates? What are you telling them after this kind of loss?
It's like a coach always says, how you respond. So what you come back, how you come back, the work you put in, following this, what you do in the off season, preseason, all the work you put in, keep working, because that feeling of not getting it, coming up short.
Yeah, I think it just has to feel them, going into the next season. That's what we've been doing, the last 3 years. When we came up a little short, the next year we came back even harder. So I think that's just what they have to keep in mind.
We'll go to the back by the camera.
Taya, what was the messaging to your teammates after that early run for Dayton, and how did you guys kind of regroup?
Like we always say, basketball is a game of runs. We know that Dayton is a very veteran team. They're going to make a lot of reads, and, we just got to stick together. That was our main thing, make sure we stick together and we play together, and we give it all we got. We was focused on this one game, not looking forward to nothing, but one game at a time, and, give it all we got was the message that we was going for.
Do we have any more questions for the student athletes? Okay. You guys are excused. Thank you. We will take questions for Coach at this time.
Game, aside from your graduating seniors, for your teams in the future?
Yeah, I mean, I think, when you talk about the careers of Taya and Madison, you have to remember that our freshman year that they played, we won a whopping 7 games. Sorry, listening to them cry, like, it was to handle adversity and back out. And they came back, their parents, we were all in. We made adjustments, and we went from 7 to 24 to the first time in the A-10 championship game, right? And we lost that, right? Then we came back the next year, and I said, it's like not like a movie, right? We got back to the A-10 championship game. We lost again. And it's so easy to say, oh, it's not happening instantly and break apart and find a different option. There's so many things, so many programs that look glamorous from the outside. And Taya and Madison, they just stuck in. They were all in with the culture piece, with how much effort it took to get us back to our first A-10 championship and us earning it. Then you talk about getting to another semifinal this year. You look at these games, you look at how close they are, the overtime, the buzzer beaters, how hard it is to win, right? How hard it is to win in a tournament, how hard it is to win at any games right now. Just a want back. Right? But I told them, right now it's hard to take that step away and look at all the things that you've accomplished. But when they graduate here and they go into the real world, that confident, young, talented young woman of all the things that they've done on the court is going to make them that same way in whatever they choose to do. And honestly, that is what I am the most proud of. And the championship and the wins and all of those are great. But it's who they become in our program that I take the most joy in.
In the back by the camera.
How much does the experience this week motivate you for next season?
Wow, I hope it motivates us for the NIT. To be honest, I'm not, even looking, that far in advance. I would hope that, coming out of the A-10 and what we've done this year, and obviously missing some games, I think our numbers would be up a little bit higher. But, our goal is to finish the season on a win. And that is our game plan going in. I think as well for Dayton and coming out of this A-10 that it should be a multi-bid league. There's been such incredible wins, ourselves included, and we expect to be playing in postseason. And our focus is, hey, can we finish this season on a win? Not in the tournament that we might want to be playing in or obviously want to be playing in, but that's our focus right now.
Here in the second row.
Coach, can you speak a little bit about the fact that you were fighting something opposite of what usually Dayton came in knowing that this was the one game that they had lost. So you had to battle the fact that mentally they are going to have a chip on their shoulder. How do you coach and prepare your players for that kind of adversity you're going to face on the court?
What are we going to do on the boards, right? That was a big piece we knew that we needed to do. We needed to go to the offensive glass, and we needed to keep them off the glass. And I think that was the staff is very talented. They're very good. There's no piece of it that we were expecting it to be a chip on their shoulders. We just know that they're a talented team and that we'd have to play for 40 minutes to win it. And I think really in when you're playing in a conference setting like this and it's one and done, it's more about that than anything else.
Any more questions for Coach O'Boyle? Okay.
Thanks,
Coach.